Welcome back to the Son of the Morning Comics channel. We're going to do another indie review here today. We're going to be looking at Hellfighter Quin #1 from Mad Cave Studios. Now, Mad Cave is something that is new to me. I did a review of Savage Bastards #1 a while back, and I really enjoyed that. I'm very much looking forward to picking up issue #2 and reviewing that as well. So a quick recommend there. Pick up Savage Bastards. I have to say I've been very impressed with what I've read from Mad Cave to this point in time. I'm really liking this cover here. It's got some violence. It appears it's got some fighting in it. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. So let's get into it and we'll see what we've got here. So we'll give credit where credit is due. The writer is Jay Sandlin. The artist is Adigun Ilhan. I'm sure I destroyed that. I apologize. Color by Maria Santolela. I'm sorry again. Letterer Justin Birch. Editor Chris Fernandez. And editor Brian Hawkins. So the book starts off, we're seeing here there is a violent conflict that appears to be taking place in some sort of arena. But this isn't too much involved in the story. Now, this is our protagonist. This is Hellfighter Quin. Now, the book starts off here where he's training in the gym, and one of the guys notes that, is there two of you out there? Because you appear to be fighting elsewhere. Hellfighter Quin realizes that this is his friend Tyrell acting like him, goes, checks, sees that his mask and his gear is gone, and that he also had stolen his ticket to the tribunal, which we'll hear about soon. So I don't want to waste too much time. There's different sort of factions that are in this book. Now, this is taking place on Earth, I should say. It appears to be the future. Now, I guess in this future, people are divided into clans. Clans are the people who seem to have more freedoms, more responsibility in things, and they tend to be the big fighters, the good fighters. So we'll get into that here. Now, here we have one of the clan's people who has just beat up the person posing as Hellfighter Quin. Quin arrives to find his friend who is beaten very badly. He takes Tyrell out of there and wants to know why he did this, and the response is that just wanted to be more like Hellfighter Quin. A noble thought, but under the circumstances probably wasn't the smartest idea. At which point, now I guess this is the queen of this tribunal, the tribunal being what appears to be a tournament. I'm calling it a Kumite for now. And she mentions that there's no outside interference allowed, and that this is, punishable by execution. And this is when Quin says that he exclaims he's the real Hellfighter, he's the one that should be involved in the fight. So then he gets himself into a fight as the queen wants him to fight this clan guy here, and that's what he does. So now, interesting stuff here. So he gets through the first challenge here, and then actually, you know what, before we get there, I love the art in this book. The facial expressions are absolutely fantastic in here. That is something that I am finding is missing in a lot of modern comics. There seems to be a lot of, I don't know if it's a lack of professionalism, but just the same amount of care and detail isn't always there, and it is certainly on display in this book. Prime example, of course, being up here. And this is, of course, who he is going to have to fight, this lizard demon-looking fella, who has all sorts of power because he gets his powers through victories in the tribunals. And I like the comment here. Quin says to him, "Do I look like Danny Glover, you ugly MFer?" So there's some humor in here. You gotta love some comic relief. So this guy's telling him to prepare for his death. And what a beautiful drawing this is here on this full page here. It is, you see the Queen lady who's at the top saying, "Let's get this party started." We've got the Skrull-looking Submariner coming after Hellfighter Quin, and initially he is taking it to him pretty good, and he mentions here, "I am power beyond your comprehension, power you will never possess, for none outside of the Queen's clan shall ever claim the Azure Sun," which is where that power comes from. Quin's not having that. He decks him pretty good. Nice uppercut, takes him down, and then proceeds to beat him to quite the bloody little pulp. Now, he's lying on the ground here, and the Queen asks him, his name is Myrmidon, I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's this guy here. She's asking him if he gives up. And his response is, "Never, my queen." Big smile, once again, great facial expression drawn here. Quin responds, "I was hoping that you'd say that." At which point he absolutely annihilates this guy. And you gotta love that. And then the Queen remarks that the Hellfighter advances by knockout, so this is a tournament. Like I said, that's why I'm calling it a Kumite. She congratulates him and wants to know if he has anything that he would like to say before they continue. He does. He says that, "You saw how easy I got the drop on Myrmidian here, like a lot of the 5 beef, I'll repeat. You saw how easy I got the drop on Myrmidon here, like a lot of the 5 clans. He has crazy beef with the clanless." So he's basically showing here that in order to be a great fighter and reach this Azure Sun power, you don't need to be part of a clan. You can just be a Hellfighter Quin type. And her response is she likes the speech, but then sort of says, "Oh well, you're going on to the next phase," which is called a labyrinth. He's dropped down into this labyrinth, doesn't know what to do when he gets there. So as we see, he's down there, doesn't know what he's supposed to do. Just more examples of fantastic art on these pages. He comes out to where these his attackers are there, and he is attacked en masse by a whole bunch of guys, and he easily lays waste to them. At which point, a couple of these clans people show up. There's a heap of dead bodies, blood everywhere, and it's to be continued. And this, I'm assuming, is what is going to be the cover of issue number 2. I think that they did an absolutely fantastic job of building a new character here. He has You see his motivation. He's got, he's what would be considered a lower class, I suppose, and he's determined to break through that. He's also, like I said, he's got character. He's there for his friends, wants to save his friends, but also wants to kick a little bit of ass in the process. Very impressed with this. Highly recommend you go out and get Hellfighter Quin #1. You're gonna like it, and then after you do that, you're gonna want to get #2. I promise you we will be talking about Hellfighter Quin #2 here on the Son of the Morning Comics channel. Kudos, Mad Cave. You're doing a good job. I'm very pleased with you guys. At any rate, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. All that stuff helps. Leave a comment if you'd like. If you're leaving comments, be nice to each other. If you feel like you need to make fun of somebody, just make fun of me. I can take it. I'm a big boy. So, until next time, we'll see you in the next video.